everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. Today I'm going to show you the brand new All Adorned stamp set from Stampin' Up! This is a celebration item, which means it's free with a $50 order, and it is only going to be available from February 15th to March 31st, 2019. It is designed to work with your Stamparatus, which is what we're going to use today. It is designed to use the plates that come off, the way that they step down and move around. So that is what we're going to do today. I am using this corner stamp right here, and I've actually done it backwards. Instead of putting it in the corners, I flipped it around and made kind of this funky background with the corner stamp. Now, just out of fun, I made it in a second color combo. This one is Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry, and this one is Night of Navy and Balmy Blue, just to give you an idea what it looks like in different colors. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is that wonderful background. We're going to get our Stamparatus, and you need the foam mat underneath because this is a photopolymer set, and you're going to need a piece of grid paper. And you want to take your two magnets and get everything in place exactly where it should be, and put one magnet down so it's going to hold that grid paper and it's not going to. All right, once we have our grid paper in place, we're going to take that corner stamp, and we're going to use the bottom corner here of our Stamparatus. I'm going to use these grid lines right here at the bottom, and I want this stamp to be stamped like that in a right angle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use these four corners, or these four squares right here, to line up my stamp, and I'm going to put it right on that line, making sure that it is straight. Hopefully I've got that. I can't stick my head under the camera, but I think we've got it. Close the plate and pick up your stamp. Now I'm going to get my paper. This is a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 piece of cardstock. That's exactly the width that you need to get these to line up perfectly. I'm going to make sure it's exactly in that corner, lined up with those lines, and I'm going to put my magnet down there. Make sure that it does not move. Okay, so let's see if I can get all of this in the screen. I'm going to ink up this stamp in Blackberry Bliss and stamp it on the Rich Razzleberry piece. Okay, all right, now I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to line it up perfectly. Got to make sure it's straight on the bottom and straight on the side. Put that magnet down, ink it up, and stamp. Beautiful. Now it's a little bit off, but it'll be okay. See how it's uneven here? Just a tad. It'll be just fine because we're going to put a strip of paper along that side. And I can tell you that every time I've made this card, the stamp is just a smidge different each time. Now, if you want it exactly perfect, you're going to have to play around with it as you get your stamp on that plate to make sure it's exactly where you want it. But for me, that's perfect enough. All right, so I just keep turning, stamping each corner. Let's make sure that we get enough of that ink down here. The good thing about the Stamparatus is that you can re-ink and stamp again if it doesn't stamp very well. All right, that looks good. Now we're just going to put the rest of our card together. I am going to stamp a strip. See how I have this strip of cardstock that's going to go right across like that. And even though they were a little bit uneven there on the edge, it's fine for me because I'm covering up that center part. These pieces right here look perfect, and they're lined up perfectly right there. All right, so I'm going to emboss in gold. So I need to first grab my embossing buddy and rub it across there, get any of that static off. And then the stamp set I'm using is called Life is Grand. I really see those letters being metallic, so I thought this would be perfect. Make a wish with Versamark right in the center. There we go, perfect. Now I'm going to grab my gold embossing powder that I just keep in an old stamp case, and I'm going to sprinkle it all over, make sure I've got good coverage, and get my heat tool. Now your heat tool will take just a few seconds to warm up, but as soon as it hits the right temperature, you will see that gold powder turn to liquid gold, as I like to think, and it makes this beautiful gold metallic font. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? And it really pops right off of that Blackberry Bliss cardstock. Be careful with your fingers. It does get quite hot. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this across here like that, right in the center. And then I'm going to get my card base. Actually, I'm going to add one more little gold accent. I cut a piece of, let's see if I can slide that in there. Yes, I should have put that on first, shouldn't I? This is a piece of gold foil cut with the Be Mine stitched framelits. Let's see, does that look straight? Yes. We'll trim off the edges here in just a second. Right there in the middle. Gold foil cardstock is one of my favorite things to use on a card, especially a card fancy like this. All right, let's snip off those edges like that. There we go. And now one last little thing we're going to add are these metallic pearls. I thought this would be fun to kind of create a little, I don't know, like a marquee light with the gold. These are metallic pearls, and I am using my Take Your Pick tool, which has a putty end that just picks those up. They're really cute, these gold pearls, and they really add something quite fancy to this card, I think. I'm going to go all the way around. Now this card was originally done during a Facebook Live, but I have a PDF for you on that post that you can click and download and save or print to get all the information that you need on this card. All right, there we go. I hope you like it. It's a fun stamp set. Let me show you a couple of other things that I made. This one has those corner stamps in the corner as they were designed to do. And then here I've used these scrolls with my Stamparatus. It was easy to line them up, and I stamped them down several times to make my own background. All right, I hope you like it. And remember, this stamp set is only available through the end of March, and it's only available for free when you spend $50. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.